So if you guys been looking for a build to help you destroy Chimera, who is the final boss in the first Rogue Manhunt, well, this is going to be the build for you. We did this Manhunt live on stream last night, and I was kind of struggling at first. Like I was able to beat it, but I still felt like I struggled, and I was like, there's got to be a better way to beat this boss. And if you're noticing in this gameplay, I am taking almost 0 damage. And there is a specific reason why that I'm able to tank those grenade shots, tank those bullets that Chimera is shooting at me. It's because of this build right here. So if you guys have any questions on the build, we are going to be breaking it down for you, and I'll be showing you exactly how I was able to survive this, complete it. And remember, most of you guys are going to have to go back. If you want to get all 3 comms from this manhunt, you need to beat it 3 more times after you originally beat it. But the good thing is you guys can beat it on normal, but if you guys want the challenge to beat it on heroic, just to say you did, and maybe add some directives, you can see I have 4 directives on right now why I'm doing this. This right here will be that build for you guys. So what I want to do is just take down the armor on this one. You can see we're able to keep up our stacks. Man, I'm just literally in this guy's face because what? They can't do nothing. They don't even know how to do damage to me. I'm just staying close to it, and it's not even touching me. So if you guys are wondering how I was able to do this, well, let's get into the build, and I'll show you some more gameplay at the end so you can see me finish this off. Remember, you do have to take down the boss's armor 3 times to be able to beat it. So this is the first time it starts to recharge. You will have to get ammo after each wave, I will tell you that. So let's get into the build, because I know a lot of you guys want to know what I was running, and this one's going to be a simple one for you guys to put together. For the weapon, you guys might have noticed I was running the Ouroboros. Now, if you don't have the Ouroboros, you guys saw I was taking damage and not taking much of it. So I didn't need the time to kill that I get from Ouroboros. You guys can actually run the St. Elmo's, another good one for you to run. So you guys can pick whatever you guys want here. St. Elmo's, Ouroboros, pick the one you want. You're just gonna have to adjust the crit chance on the build to be efficient. But obviously, either one of these weapons will work just fine. For your secondary, I'm just leveling up my weapon, so don't even worry about that. For the mask, we are running the Chill Out mask. The reason why is because it allows us to put 2 mods on here, and I have 2 protection from elites mods. Now, if you're unable to run this type of mask, you might just be able to run a Cheska mask, run 1 protection from elites, and then your build will have 12% less protection from elites on it than what my build currently has. We do have crit chance on here and armor, exactly what you guys want. For the chest piece, we are running the Striker chest piece. Because of the boss being so tanky, this piece works great. You can maintain those stacks, and with being able to keep your stacks up 90 to 100%, this is going to be the one for you. Remember, the 2-piece is going to give us that 15% weapon handling, the 3-piece that 15% rate of fire, and the 4-piece Striker's Gamble. Weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up 100 times. Now, because we are running the chest piece, the stack goes up to 200 times, which is actually pretty amazing. Now we have weapon damage on there, critical damage, and then we have protection from elites. For the holster, we have our 2nd piece of Strikers, and this is gonna have weapon damage and critical hit damage. For our knee pads, we have our 3rd piece of Strikers, and it's gonna have weapon damage, critical hit damage. And for our 4th and final piece of Strikers, we're going with the gloves, armor, and critical chance. So you're definitely gonna wanna have 1 crit chance roll, even if you're running SMG, and then you're gonna wanna have that armor roll here. For the backpack, obviously this is what kept us up and gave us a survivability. We have weapon damage, armor, skill tier, the 12% protection from elites. It's gonna work really good. I'll show you how much I have on this build. And remember, Memento is so good because every time we pick up a stack, that's 20% extra weapon damage because we have 4 red cores, 30% bonus armor, and then 5% skill efficiency. And then if we can go into that fight with full stacks, that's 30% extra weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen. Now I'll show you the stats real quick, see if it's still showing. It already went away, but you would see it here. We are sitting at 1.3 million armor, but I want you to look at this, 58% protection from elites. A lot of you guys might say, well, where are you getting the extra protection from elites? Well, that's gonna be from our specialization. But before we get into that, you'll see we have 50% crit chance, 90% crit damage, 70% headshot damage, and then we do have that 10% damage targets out of cover on the Ouroboros. If we go over to our inventory, you'll see that we are running the Survivalist. Survivalist gives you 10% protection from elites on the specialization alone. So you already have that there. So that's why you definitely want to run with this one, especially when you're running this here. Again, could I remove one of those 12%? Yes, I could. I think I would be fine with running a little bit less protection from elites. I probably don't need to have 58%, but that's almost 60% was amazing. I was taking those grenade shots to the face and perfectly living through it. And Anything else you want to have is a reviver hive. That's it, in case you do go down. And then you're not going to spam your general pulse unless you guys aren't running cool skills. Remember, I had 4 directives on, and this is the build that I had. So if you guys have any questions, this is my build. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills out.
Hostile striker drone detected.